Hi, it's the Awesome Vegan Gal here, and today I have a product from a company called Rainbow Research. I actually did a video quite a while back for another product, and also mentioned this one as well for their French green clay. And I believe I did explain the process of using their henna. This is their rainbow. They call henna hair conditioner and hair color and conditioner. This is their mahogany medium auburn. So that is what the packaging looks like. It's a 4-ounce package. And I will have a link below this video to their website so you can check out all the products they offer, because they offer other products. They've actually been a family-owned company making natural products since 1976. So I found them, I don't remember when, quite a while ago. And I love the product and I keep using it. So that's important, is that you find a product that you believe in, that is good, and that works for you. And also it's 100% natural, plant powder. There's no dyes or chemicals or preservatives or chemical names you can't pronounce. So I don't want any of that going on me, especially when you're applying things on your hair that also get into your scalp, that also get into your bloodstream. So you want to be very conscious of that. So I'm going to run through this quickly as far as the procedure, because I believe I did do it in the other video, and I also have their brochure here on their henna. And if you have any questions and you want to get the product, you can. It comes in 13 different shades. It conditions, add body and shine to the hair. It can be used to cover gray or white hair, and it fades out gradually and lasts about 4 to 6 weeks. I don't do it that often. I do it maybe every few months. And you can use it more frequently. And they also explain to you here how to use it, and I'm going to actually talk to you about henna and the benefits of henna, because it is an amazing natural plant. Has no additives, preservatives, chemicals, metallic salts, or metals. It's been used for thousands of years, mostly in Eastern and Ayurvedic practices. Actually a lot of health benefits to it that I discovered. I was researching it online and I was like pretty amazed, so I wanted to share that with you. And also, when you're using them for the health benefits, again, you want to seek medical attention before you do anything that you may have any adverse reactions, if you have any previous conditions. And, a disclaimer, I'm not liable for anything, or the company, or if you choose to use it in a way that it's not intended to. So be aware of that. So to tell you here, so this comes from shrubs called Lawsonia. They're native to Middle East, West Asia, and North Africa. Their leaves are dried and then pulverized into a fine powder. They also use other plants to get different colors, because these are the different shades that they have. I'll show you here in the picture. There's a lot. Like I said, there's 13 different shades, so that's all the different colors, ranging from Persian black all the way down to Persian neutral, which just brightens the hair, doesn't give any color to it. And also on the container, it actually has a whole information booklet here as well on how to use it, how to apply it, and other questions that you might have concerning its use, and also a phone number, but I will also have a link for their website, and then how to go about using it. What they also say here, just so you know, that it coats every strand of hair. The shade is reflected through the hair while enhancing your hair color. The cuticle is smoothed by henna's sealing action, giving hair a polished look, making the light reflect off, providing shine. Now it does do that, and mine I have is, like I say, it's the Persian mahogany, so it gives a more of a reddish tone. I don't know if you could see that one here. That is this one, Persian mahogany. Let's see what else it says. Is that the regular use of henna can texturize the hair, giving it extra body. I'd say my hair is definitely, it has a nice shine, it's soft, so all those things are definitely true. And let's see if there's anything else here. I think most of what is said here is also said in the booklet, pretty much. And then what they also tell you here, which is nice, is what you'd want to achieve if your hair color is a certain way and you use a certain color, like to mix and match to see what works for you. And let's see. Yeah, so everything on here is also on there. It says also stored in a cool, dry place. Be careful to not use it in the area of the eye or the scalp has open cuts. That's very important too. And then quickly how to prepare it. So I have some different things I always do. Also, if you have any jewelry on, when you're doing your hair, you take off the jewelry. I also use a cream. This is a cream that's kind of already rubbed out because it's an older container from Organic Essence. I've also reviewed their products on my channel. I will link them below as well. What I do is I put it around the rim of my scalp just so that the color doesn't get on there, because henna does stain, so it can stain whatever you're using. So therefore I use gloves. I use disposable gloves when I apply it. They also say not to use a metallic bowl because it'll affect, I guess, the ingredients. So I actually have this compostable paper bowl, but they also say to use, I believe, non-metal. So let's see, they say to use, do not use metal bowls or utensils. So you would want to use maybe like a ceramic or glass or plastic. So then I also have a spoon that's compostable, so I don't use metal. And then I have this is the brush I use to use it on it. So that's just to show you. And then when I'm done, what I do is I have a shower cap that I put on, and it's got a cotton, like a terry inside, so this keeps it warm. You can also buy a cap that has like a thermal, they actually sell a thermal heat cap. I don't know if they still sell that, but that's something they might do. Also, let's see what else you want. Oh, and to wrap around you, I have it like an old t-shirt. You can do that, and I clip it so that you don't stain yourself, and I wear an old t-shirt underneath as well. And let's see what else. They talk about boiling the water. I don't. I just use filtered water. And as far as retaining the color to stay, if you have gray, they say about using things like coffee or black tea, which I don't have. But they also say about using apple cider vinegar. So that is what I actually do. I have the apple cider vinegar from Bragg's. And then I also add a little bit of the Bragg's, which just happens to be the oil that I have, their extra virgin olive oil. And I put that in when I mix it up. So first I put in like about 2 spoons of vinegar from that spoon that I showed you. I put, and then I add the oil and mix it in, and then add the water, and then you want to get it to a creamy consistency. So like when it comes off the spoon, it'll just come off. It won't be, you don't want it to be too watery. You want it to be quite thick. Now I use the oil because that gives it a better texture. It doesn't get flaky or, kind of, that tends to happen. So that's something that I discovered over time. That's why I use that. And let's see, so that's about it on that. Just kind of wanted to share with you how I go about doing it, and I've already, I believe, talked about that in the last video. And then I leave it on for about an hour and a half. You can leave it on longer. I think it depends on the color, or if you don't have anything like heat, if you had an added cap maybe. But you could stay on longer. I mean, if you wanted to go to sleep with it, I guess you could, but you might be too hot. So like if that helps for the color to stay in. But I found that using the vinegar helps to retain the color on the hair if you have more like gray or white. So, but you can see what works for you. So now I wanted to talk to you more about henna itself, because I think this is really good information if you didn't know. Now you might want to go use henna in other ways. Again, make sure you seek out, any kind of medical person before you do anything like this. If there's anything that you have to ingest, because they talk about also taking things internally, there's also external benefits. So as far as for the hair, we'll talk first about the hair, because that's what this is basically used for the hair. Henna is good for inhibiting hair loss and balding. You might not have known that. It increases the shine and appearance. It also seals the hair cuticle. I mentioned that. It helps to prevent dandruff and scalp itching. It's a good conditioner for the hair as well, and to help grow. Because what it does is it protects the strands of the hair by building protective layer and locking nutrients and moisture. And it makes the hair strong. It nourishes the hair from the roots. It also repairs damaged hair strands and restores the acid-alkaline balance of the scalp. It's also best and safe to use it because it doesn't have any kind of ammonia, chemicals, toxins. We mentioned that it's all natural. So that's why you have to be careful about what you buy, because a lot of people buy hair coloring at stores, even the health food stores. They have a lot of junk in them that you don't want to put on your hair, and not a lot of people are so careful about that, and I am, because this is a 100% pure product. So maybe it doesn't stay as long lasting, but I prefer to use something natural and and stay healthy for that way. And then it also can be used in other ways besides coloring or dyeing the hair, as they would say. It's also used, the henna is a plant. It's used in aqueous extracts, tinctures, salves composed of the bark, seeds, or leaves. It is a flowering plant, if you didn't know, from which the dye is derived. And it is the sole species in the Lawsonia genus. That's what I mentioned, Lawsonia. And you can identify the plant by its small white or pink flowers and small fruity bears. I've never seen it, so I don't know if it grows in, I don't know, think it grows in the United States, but maybe in the other countries where it grows that I mentioned before. And also the henna oil, bark, and seeds are used for medicinal benefits. And the high concentration of nutrients in the plant give it anti-inflammatory, antibacterial, astringent, and antiviral effects. So that's very interesting. That's used medicinally, mostly, like I say, in Eastern countries. So it has those good effects. Also, it's good for things such as healthy nails. So you'd apply a poultice. I imagine you could use the powder for that, where you'd make it also kind of like thick and creamy. I don't know if you'd add other things to it, but you put it around the nail and then let it dry. If it'll dry up, and then I don't know if it'll dry up, but when I do it my hair it doesn't, but it might, and then you just wash it off. So that's supposed to be good for the nails. Also, it has anti-aging properties. So the oil itself, if you buy it, you can buy actually henna oil, is astringent, so it reduces the signs of aging and wrinkles as well as scars and other blemishes. So that's another external way you can use it. Also for wound healing, also external. It can be applied to burns, wounds, scrapes. And I'm not sure if that's the oil or you could do it with the powder. I don't know, the powder maybe you could do as well, make into like just a paste. Because it also adds a protective layer against foreign pathogens and has a cooling effect. Well, I've noticed that too when I use it on my hair. It has a cooling nature naturally. And that's why it's also good for fevers. This is very interesting. It induces sweating or simply cools the body. So that's another way. And again, I'm not sure if you make a poultice, maybe put it, on your forehead or something. Also a headache reliever. So the juice of the plant can be applied to the skin for fast relief. Due to the anti-inflammatory effects of henna, it reduces tension and promotes healthy blood flow in the capillaries. Again, they say the juice, I imagine maybe you'd have to get the liquid from the plant or the oil, I'm not sure. Also has anti-inflammatory capacity. The henna oil used topically for arthritic and rheumatic pain. Very interesting too. Because as you age, the joints become more painful as cartilage and muscles deteriorate, results in painful inflammation in different parts of the body. So applying the oil is to the inflamed areas can give broader range of motion because, again, I mentioned it's anti-inflammatory, so that's a good benefit as well. Reduce sleep issues. If you have any sleep issues, henna oil can alleviate certain sleep disorders like insomnia or chronic restlessness. Again, I'm not sure where you apply the oil. It didn't really say on this website. I just found this information. I thought it was very interesting. Also for detoxification, and this I believe you take internally, but again, I'm not recommending you do anything with the powder. I recommend you go to your medical professional first. So for detoxification, soak the bark or leaves of the plant and consume the liquid. It's been shown to improve spleen and liver health, and as we know, the liver is crucial for eliminating toxins. So by improving its function, it can prevent other conditions. Because the liver, if the liver can detoxify, then everything else also works better. So the liver is very important. And then finally, for regulated blood pressure, which is very important too. So it's considered a hard, healthy herb. I didn't know that it's considered herb or a plant, maybe both. So by consuming the henna water or seeds, again, I don't know how you would do this. You need to seek out like a holistic professional or something. This would be more of a holistic thing, holistic doctor. It has what's called a hypotensive effect to relieve stress on the cardiovascular system and lower blood pressure, which can thereby help prevent plaque and platelet buildup in the heart and arteries, preventing heart attacks and strokes. So that's very interesting that it helps that. It has that effect where it relaxes because it's anti-inflammatory too. I imagine that's why it has those benefits. So those are some of the things I found that were really super interesting, and I was amazed that henna has so many benefits besides using it on the hair and how it's good for different issues that you might have with your hair. It also has a lot of internal benefits and external on your skin and other parts of your body that you might have issues with. So that's something to definitely look into as well, besides using this wonderful product on your hair. And I definitely recommend, if you're going to or want to color your hair just for fun, to highlight it, or if you need to cover up something that is graying and you don't want it to be that way anymore, then definitely look into this product. I believe you can find it online or go directly to the source, to the company itself, if you want to get some. Again, this is the Henna hair color and conditioner, and the color that I use is their mahogany medium auburn, and that's just a bar that shows you the color, but that's not actually the color. It comes out more of like a reddish, brownish color, and I just happen to like that, so I just stay with it. So definitely check out this product and all that they offer on their website. And you'll not be disappointed. They do a great job at making natural products. And I thank you for watching. It's the Rawesome Vegan Gal.